Hi guys, welcome back to Clash with Barndo. Today I'm going to be going through the new spell, the Skelly Summon. I think this is a great spell. I think it's very, very versatile. I don't think it's a game changer, but it's actually a raid changer. I think it's the kind of thing that is going to be able to absolutely change how you assess an attack, and it's to do with Infernos a lot. I think it's definitely going to have a lot more availability at Town Hall 10 and 11 rather than Town Hall 9s and 8s. But right here you can see I've taken in one poison, and that was a personal level 4, and then a donated level 3 Skelly Summon. So what I've done is, on this particular raid, you can see it's a Hevar Hobo, so I've gone in with a Queen Walk. She's been a little bit stuffed up with the healers getting done, and in the middle there I've sent the King in. He's gone in with the Valks, and it's not often you could actually do this, because a single Inferno, that locks onto your King, you're stuffed. He will absolutely get eaten. Old Jimmy Bob will not do anything. And you can see the use of it right there. Just long enough to tie up that Inferno for a little bit. It also then followed by a King Rage afterwards. And then that way that Inferno got down. Old Jimmy Bob, he walks on, keeps laughing and away for it. So for me, this is going to be a spell that's going to change the way that you react in combat. The way that you react during a raid. It's going to be a spell that's going to have its most versatility when you're actually not sure what's happening. So this is farming. This is how I learned to play with a lot of the new troops, combos, and spells. And with this is just a bit of a Hevar Ho. So healers, Valks, Hogs, and I've taken in the Skelly spell here, Shine in Clan, got it to level 2, so that way we get donated max through the clan bonus. And you can see I use a few Valks for a bit of a side herd, and then I'll throw the bulk of them into the core. So this is a bit of an army that will generally get 100% in most places. When you're farming, you can see it's in Legends 3, Champs 3. So right there, King's gone through the middle, the Valks have gone through the middle, the Hogs have gone through, cleared up a fair bit of the trash, and that Inferno is getting down old Jimmy Bob. He's taken a beating. He doesn't manage to get it killed by himself. So right there, I've got a few other troops running around the sides, and I've got the Queen. She's still alive. Now, the Queen has got 4 healers on her, still has from the whole bit, still got the Queen ability, but what are you going to do? Right there, you'll see, I'll drop down the Skelly Summon straight on the Inferno, and the healers soaked up enough. Even with that ground expo shooting at the Queen, it was just enough damage to be able to get that Inferno down. I'm going to replay that. This was something that you sort of go, shit, what can I do to get rid of this Inferno? Oh, I've still got me Skelly Summon. Let's have a go at that. So what was good with this was I actually did manage to go, well, no, I can't drop it down now because the multi-Inferno is going to absolutely smash them. But when the healers get in range of that multi-Inferno, you can see out comes the Skellies, and straight on top of the Inferno. And what's interesting is about this drop is it does do quite a big circle, but all of them go to the closest building. It's quite an interesting save there, and that got me the 3-star. Now I'm going to show a couple of Town Hall 9s. Now, this is one of my Hevar Hoes for Town Hall 9. It was a fresh hit. Now, I've analysed this base, and I'm going to use one poison for the Clan Castle. And with a raid like this, you don't desperately need 2 poisons. There's been so many raids where you finish with a poison at the end of it, because when you're sending Valks in to kill a Queen under rage, they don't need a poison. It's going to do nothing versus the Queen because she's going to be dead within 1 or 2 seconds. So you see right there, she's dead. The Skellies are dead. There's going to be no need for a second poison. So what I've done is I've held on to a second spell, and that's the Skelly Summon. So this was a fresh raid. And what's interesting with this is you go, well, there's one air defense left. That archer tower shooting something else. Have a look where I've dropped the spell. It's across 2 squares, yet it opens into the air defense. Now you can see the Skellies do not trigger the traps. So if I hadn't have used one Hog there, those giant bombs wouldn't have got triggered. So if there's going to be areas where you know there's bombs, but there's an air defense or a mortar, something which isn't going to shoot those Skellies, then that's going to give you a world of opportunity. It's going to give you something where you can go, well, I know how I can get that. I don't need to worry about the bombs. I'll chuck that down. So to me, this is a spell that's just going to have an absolutely huge variety of options. It's not going to be a game changer like things like reducing the bowler spaces to 6, anything like that. But I think it's quite cool. I like the concept. I like the spell. I muck around with it a lot. I use it a lot farming. I had another one today where it got me a 2-star on my Bardo 80 account, my Town Hall 11, and I'm just farming that for Dark Elixir at the moment, but it got me the 2-star, and I wouldn't have got that without this spell. So I definitely think there's options for it, because a lot of the time you go, well, I don't need 2 poisons or an earthquake. Okay, it's going to do a lot of damage off that one spell. But a lot of times, when you've got Valk's Raged, you don't need that bonus. Now you can see here I had just the 1 poison. I didn't draw Clan Castle to Queen, and that's a problem. So this is definitely a flaw in this attack that I've done, is I didn't get enough poison onto the air units. If that was a dragon, this raid very much could have been a fail. So you can see now the Valks are very much dead. There's a couple of healers left on the king and the Valks. The queen goes in, she shoots that Tesla, runs off, the hogs die. Out comes a Skelly spell in the end at least. So that's my take on it. I definitely think it's a very versatile spell. And yeah, hope you guys had a little bit of it.